What's up, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and welcome to episode 57 of my Let's Play of WWE 2K15 for the PS4. And we're back once again, 14 hours and 45 minutes into this nightmare of wrestling that we're doing every day, somehow. Have not missed a day yet, 57 days into this stuff. So, it appears that Roman Reigns news story yesterday was not true. Was a complete falsification. However, obviously they went and asked WWE, who were like, no, that's 100% not true. But of course they would say that. If you recall, historically, when R-Truth and Evan Bourne were caught smoking the synthetic weed, Evan Bourne was immediately suspended, and they waited a month to suspend R-Truth because he had that main event where it was The Rock and John Cena versus R-Truth and The Miz at Survivor Series. So they can certainly pick and choose suspensions. When Jack Swagger had that, he was pulled over and caught with weed, and then he still had that main event against Alberto Del Rio at WrestleMania, and then obviously, I guess, was punished in some way afterwards. So certainly they can pick and choose when they want to punish guys who perhaps fail the wellness stuff. So keep that in mind. But as of right now, they are denying any wrongdoing on the part of Roman Reigns. And so we still don't know why Brock Lesnar stormed out of Raw. Obviously, is most likely contract negotiation stuff, but we weren't there. We don't know. So Vicky has nothing for me. And we get a title match defense against the Grandpa Kane in the year 2019 or 2020 or whatever it is. So we're going to do that. We're going to try to keep our energy up today. I'm just wiped out, but the show must go on here at attackslug.com. Well, I own that site. I don't really use it that much, but here at youtube.com/attackslug, the show must go on. The wrestling must continue. I'm trying to not be super... I don't know. I'm trying to not be super high energy today because I got some comments, or I guess one comment in particular saying that I sounded like every other guy on YouTube doing a Let's Play. Now, I don't watch like other Let's Plays. Like, I watch stuff from Giant Bomb, and that's basically it in terms of, like other video game coverage on YouTube, so I don't really have a frame of reference for that stuff. I try to properly enunciate my words and avoid stuttering, which has been a problem since I was a kid, and avoid mumbling because I don't want to sound like 50 Cent all up in his club. So I think those two things are... I think enunciation and cadence are important things to have when you are talking into a camera and trying to relay information in this format. But my apologies if I sound like every other guy on YouTube. That was never my intention. And if I can do something to differentiate myself in some way, that'd be great. But at the same time, this is kind of how I talk. So I don't know how to really react to that when... like, I can't change my voice. Like, I'm not going to be, Mr. Wacky. I'm not going to be, Mr. Screaming into the camera, because that's not who I am. I am passionate about video games, and, I will continue to be passionate about video games. I try to not have a lot of that. A lot of because that's not... that. If I was giving a speech, that would not go over well. Like that. It's important to know when and where to pause when you're talking for effect, but the problem when you have a speech impediment, as I've had for the past 20-something years of my life, is that if I pause for too long, if I get... like, I'm not pausing because I'm pausing for effect. I'm pausing because I'm trying to get the next word out, because my brain does not necessarily want to cooperate with what my mouth wants to do, and vice versa. So the problem where I get stuck on words is that my brain says, okay, this is what you're saying, and my mouth gets excited, and I don't quite make it to where it needs to go. And then I get stuck on a word and start to stutter, and believe me, it bothers me a lot more than it bothers you. Because I have to live with it every day of my life, so there's that. And Kane, I feel like, needs to be a backstage guy at this point in his career. Like, no offense to Kane, but, you know, he's not... He should not be in any kind of a main event capacity. He's a grandpa, and he has certainly had a long and storied career, and that's great. But there comes a time in every wrestler's life where it's time to go, okay, like, I am certainly not where I used to be, and there are younger guys who should be in this spot and not me. But again, I'm not in the business, so perhaps I have no business saying that. All I know is that Kane is still on my TV, and it's 2015, and I don't want it to happen anymore. Like Kane and the Big Show, like, you know, no offense to them as people, because, you know, they've certainly put in their work over the years, but as performers, as characters, I don't want them on my TV anymore. And obviously, there's only one man who has a say in that, and that is Vince McMahon. And he wants them just to still be there, because they've been loyal to the company for so long. So that's fine and all, but just stop. Enough. Enough Kane and the Big Show. I got the 3 count on the second Dragon suplex, so that's cool. And we'll move on to one more event, as we will. Another defense, another successful title defense by Ebenezer. And we'll skip through that stuff. And that was probably like a 3.5 star, maybe 4 star, I don't know. I don't think King got a whole lot of offense in there. Representing the Acolytes, that's gotta be Kane. That's gotta be Ebenezer. So that is what it is. Can't say too much more about Kane besides that. That was not an... When was the last time that you saw Kane in an instant classic? Because I cannot think of any time that Kane was in an instant classic. So, whatever. Nice match out there. No, not. You defended the World Heavyweight Championship 10 times. It's about time you go for bigger and better championships by order of the Authority, and as your general manager, which you fucking shouldn't be, I am stripping you of the World Heavyweight Championship. This is what's best for business. Vicky Guerrero, 2K, Ukes, go fuck yourself. That is not how titles work. If I was to miss, you know, a few months, sure. If I was to be injured, sure. If I lost my smile, sure. They would never strip you for winning too much. Ever. So go fuck yourself. That's really just on a level of infuriating that is just like up here. That would never happen. That would literally never happen in the WWE. They would not say, "Oh, you've been too strong and you've been winning too much." No, what you do there, and fair or not, what you do there is you put the character, if you want to get the belt off him, if you're not doing a unification, what you do there is you make the match practically unwinnable, have it be a 5-on-1 handicap match. So there's no way you're getting out of it, there's no way you're fighting out of it, and have them pin you that way. At least then it feels realistic. What you are doing is the opposite of realistic. What you are doing is some straight up hot garbage. So, Randy Orton defended against Kane. He wasn't stripped of his fucking title. At TLC, it is now January of 2020, which means the Royal Rumble is upcoming, and I am looking forward to that event. So we're going to do one more here, even though I'm kind of mad about the eventual, you know, So here, this match here now has no value to me. I'm fighting Del Rio, who's not in the company anymore. I don't have a title. What does it matter if I lose this match? What stakes are involved here? I'm not in a storyline. What is even the point? So, we truck along, as we will, as we should, and now we're fighting Alberto Del Rio. It is his destiny to get his ass kicked by me. And I don't understand who in the design committee thought that was a good idea. I will never understand that's... Like, it was one thing to lose my NXT belt fair and square to Corey Graves. The game was... The game kicked my ass. If you want to have the game kick my ass, not Triple H. If you want to have, if you want to have the AI in 2K15 kick my ass, I'm not going to complain there because, that's how it is. If the game's too hard, the game's too hard. That's how you gotta do it. But, nice overhead throw there. But, I refuse to believe that anyone who thinks it's best for business would strip you of the title after you defended it 10 times. That is just not feasible, considering that I've got this many social media followers, I'm this popular in the game, I am a huge face. That does not make any sense. It just doesn't. I can't... Who thought that was a good idea? So stupid. So stupid. I knew it was coming, I knew it was going to happen, but I am still in shock at how stupid it is. Why would you ever okay that as a decision in your... obviously you don't care. And that's fine. If you don't care, that's fine. If the people making this game don't care about wrestling, that is what it is, But you would think the people making a game about wrestling would care about wrestling. Now, perhaps they only care about sports entertainment. And, there are arguments you can make in either direction on that. But, for fuck's sake, Oh, yo, Del Rio, have a dragon suplex. I'm sorry, you're Alberto El Patron now. Is your name, because you can't say that you're Del Rio. Because you're no longer in the WWE, and they own that name. Immediately, my opponents are easier and get knocked out with one signature and one finisher. That's an interesting distinction once I lost the title. That's very interesting. And that certainly makes Del Rio look like a jobber and a half. But he isn't there anymore anyway, so what does it matter? Oh, hard-fought victory! And a cutscene. And now I'm mad, and my TV just blanked out, so I'm looking at the other capture screen. Uh-oh! Who could it be? Someone's music is playing, but obviously I have the music disabled because of Content ID, so... Oh no! This can't be good. It's your boy. I shouldn't have done that. He's gonna go into boy mode. And, yeah. So I wonder if this game would now let me hire Paul Heyman away. Because that'd be really funny. It's like, what if I already had Paul Heyman as a manager right now? What if I had him as a manager? How would that even work? How would the game handle? Would you just not have Paul Heyman? Obviously I'm not playing through another 14 hours to find out, but I'm curious as to how the game would handle that design decision.
I think Lesnar is here to let everyone know that he is top dog in WWE.
Well, that's when he's not storming out of Raw all angry about something. Topical. And so here I am face to face with the Beast. But the Beast isn't the champion, so exactly what does this feud do for me outside of, there's the F5. There's the F5. Sorry, Ebenezer. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all the
That city's dead. That city's dead. That man has a family, by God. God is my witness, he's broken in half. Alright, Brock, well, we get the idea. You have thoroughly... That pretty much recreated that scene with him and John Cena when he came back the first time the night after Mania. So, that's a fun little tidbit. Anyway, that's going to do it for me here today. This was, I guess, an interesting day. We lost our belt and got attacked by Brock Lesnar. Things are happening, but what we really want is a title shot for the world, or the WWE title, since obviously they aren't going to be unifying the belts just yet. But I guess my question for the game is, if they strip me of the title, then who is the current World Heavyweight Champion? Was there a tournament? Are they going to have it at the Rumble? What's going on there? Your thoughts. Anyway, that's going to do it for me here. Attack Slug. Once again, this was episode 57 of my Let's Play WWE 2K15 for the PS4, My Career Mode Ebenezer Journey. And I will see you, hopefully, next time right here on this channel. And I'm out.